Hello everybody, welcome to the Brit and Yankee Pub. It's another instant brew review. I'm Phil Clark, the landlord of the pub, and we're open for business. Today it's another one of the German Advent beer calendar brews from the fine folks at Kalia. It's day 15, and what do we have today? It's a brew with unpronounceable names, but I'm going to give it a go. This is from Buergerliches Brauhaus, and this is Bayerisch Hell. Now, a literal translation of that is Old Bavarian Light, but I'm probably going to think that this is something like a pale light lager. Now, this was brewed, according to the notes, at a brewery in Ingolstadt called Civil Brewery, but it seems that Civil Brewery is a cover company for a lot of other companies who were brought together back in the beginning of the 20th century, actually 1899, the end of the 19th century. Now, the name Buergerlich actually translates from the Dutch into bourgeois. So if you look at the tasting notes for this beer, it's going to say it's from the Bourgeois Brewery. And of course, the bourgeois is to do with the middle class. And so I'm thinking that what we have here is some type of everyman's beer. Let's crack it open and see what we can find. So the Buergerliches Brauhaus was actually founded in 1882. And let's see if I can pour this and talk at the same time. There we go. And it was created as a stock company through the merger of a couple of other traditional breweries. Oh, and that's poured out not too bad at all. That's a beautiful looking beer when it starts off. See how it is when it tastes. Back to the story of the breweries, which was a creation of two other traditional breweries. And I'm going to have to refer to my notes here because this is where I test my German pronunciation. The two traditional breweries were Schwabenbrau and Schmortzingerbrau. Hey, how's that? Not too bad. And then in 1899, 14 other Old Town breweries joined the new company. So actually, when you follow all these links to the Buergerliches, I think it's Buergerliches, it could be Buergerlich, website, and click the Facebook link, it's going to take you to Hermbrau page, which we had back on day 10. That's the traditional, Hermbrau traditional. So as you can see, even back in those days, it was a tangled web of mergers, acquisitions, and creation of what I can only imagine in those days was a macro company to produce beer. Let's try the beer. Now, the head has settled down a little bit as we've been talking. Not a lot of retention on that. This beer is a style that's listed on the notes as a light warehouse. I've no idea what a light warehouse is, other than the fact that maybe it's storing bulbs. I don't know. Let's taste the beer. There's a little bit of aroma coming off it, typical lager. Maybe some slight hops there. When you taste it, you're getting that typical lager taste, German lager taste, which is good because this is a German beer. Very light kind of breadiness in the background there. I don't know, there's something going on in the background of this. It is, I wouldn't say it's a light lager. I would say perhaps it is a pale lager. And it could be, the way it's drinking, it could kind of be what we call a transition beer for people who either don't like beer and want to try something, or who want to try a starting German style. It's 4.9%. So this one, Bayerisch Hell, not bad. On the can it says Aaron Hockenschusch, I think, which I probably murdered that one as well. I don't know who he is or she is, but a good standard Pale Lager. Welcome back. It's day 15 of the Britain Yankee High ABV Beer Advent Calendar, and I have a beer that I really enjoyed earlier in the summer, but I kept a can of it back. It's from Hairy Cow Brewing, there we go, in Byron, Illinois, alongside the Rock River down there, about 20-30 miles outside of the Chicagoland area. This is called Schlante Mahat. This was put into a can in June. It's 11%. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. I really enjoyed the beers that I got from Hairy Cow. John Lambert is the brewer out there. I'm going to crack this one open. Perfect. What a nice crack sound that is. Here we go. We're going to pour this one out into a snifter glass. I do like a Russian Imperial Stout. He does have a barrel-aged version of this. Holy cow, I nearly went over the top. There we go. Beautiful. What a delightful beer that is. I love it. So let's see how this has lasted 6 months. Now, as a Russian Imperial Stout at 11%, it should have lasted pretty damn good. Beautiful straight up smells of roasted malt. Deep dark beer. Let's taste it. Now, this one is actually a little lighter in taste and in actually mouthfeel than most Russian Imperial Stouts, which is kind of good because it means that you don't feel like you're having a really heavy beer. Lots of roasted malt, beautiful aftertaste. That deep roasty taste to it that I think is delicious when you're having a straight up Russian Imperial Stout. Absolutely excellent. Now, if you've never been down to Hairy Cow, the best time to go down there is during the summer, because then they have this wonderful patio area outside. You can go and sit on it. You can look at the Rock River flowing along. This is a delightful Russian Imperial Stout. Next year, when COVID lifts up, you can go out to Byron, get a couple of cans of whatever he has in. I think he's doing a barrel-aged version, as I said. This is worth trying. I love this one. All right. Well, I'm going to give this, even though you can't see it. I've got my bell here. Oh, you can see it in this shot. I'm giving it a ding. It's a perfect Russian Imperial Stout. No frills or thrills. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow for day 16 of our Beer Advent Calendars. Cheers!